logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up and scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Second and 5.
the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They run. It's Williams. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready. Opposite. Green.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The Buccaneers had 7 and 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Bucks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the counter, here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. Looking downfield for Godwin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown from 19 yards away.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams to the 43, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 36. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready. Shot, 17. Miller.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Check pitch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is going to be a Bucks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. Here's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Wilson.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, touchdown Broncos. Greg Dulcich from 3 yards out, and the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Taylor, go. Smith, red. Cut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15.
So it's a win for the Bucks here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.